childhood bonds. Ethan and Mia had been inseparable since they were kids. Growing up as neighbors, their days were filled with shared laughter, bike rides, and whispered secrets under the old oak tree in the park. Ethan always felt a special connection with Mia, but as they entered high school, his feelings for her deepened into something more. Mia, however, remained blissfully unaware. To her, Ethan was her rock, her best friend who could always make her laugh and chase away her worries. The confession that wasn't. By the time their senior year rolled around, Ethan had mustered the courage to confess his feelings. He rehearsed his words in the mirror 100 times and decided to tell her after school, under the same oak tree where they had shared so many moments. But when they met, Mia was buzzing with excitement, her eyes sparkling. "Ethan, I need your help," she said, gripping his arm. "Sure, anything," he said, his heart skipping a beat. I like someone. His name's Ryan. You're friends with him, right? Can you talk to him for me?" Ethan's heart sank. The words he had so carefully prepared dissolved on his tongue. But he forced a smile. "Ryan? Yeah, I guess I can," he said, though his chest ached with every word. Helping her happiness. True to his promise, Ethan played the role of Cupid. He spoke to Ryan, encouraged him to notice Mia, and even helped organize a group hangout so they could spend time together. Each time he saw Mia laugh at Ryan's jokes or blush at his compliments, Ethan felt a pang of heartbreak. As Mia and Ryan grew closer, Ethan began to pull away. He stopped texting her as often, avoided their usual hangout spots, and even declined her invitations to study together. At first, Mia didn't notice. She was too caught up in her budding relationship with Ryan. But as weeks passed, she began to feel the void Ethan's absence left to her life. Realizations. One evening, after a particularly awkward encounter where Ethan barely acknowledged her, Mia confronted him. "Ethan, what's going on? Why are you avoiding me?" she demanded, her voice trembling. Ethan hesitated, torn between honesty and the fear of ruining their friendship. "It's nothing, Mia. I've just been busy," he said, avoiding her gaze. "Don't lie to me," she snapped. "I know you. Something's wrong." Her persistence broke him. "Fine," he said, his voice rising. "I've been avoiding you because it hurts, Mia. Watching you with Ryan, knowing that I've loved you for years, it's unbearable." Mia stared at him, stunned. Her mind raced, replaying their years together, the way he had always been there for her, the way he looked at her with a warmth she had taken for granted. "Ethan," she whispered, tears filling her eyes. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because you were happy," he said quietly. "And all I ever wanted was for you to be happy, even if it wasn't with me." A new chapter. That night, Mia couldn't stop thinking about Ethan's words. She realized that no one had ever cared for her the way Ethan did. Ryan was kind and fun, but her connection with him paled in comparison to what she shared with Ethan. The next day, she broke up with Ryan. Then she went straight to Ethan's house. When he opened the door, she threw her arms around him. "I'm sorry," she said, tears streaming down her face. "I was so blind." "It's you, Ethan. It's always been you." Ethan was speechless. He searched her face, looking for any hint of uncertainty, but all he saw was sincerity. "You mean that?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. She nodded. "Yes. I love you." Ethan pulled her into a tight embrace, the weight of his heartbreak finally lifting. From that moment, their relationship blossomed into something even deeper than their childhood bond, a love built on years of trust, shared memories, and unspoken truths finally brought to light.